A half. Be me, 17 meters autist. Have a single mom who works her life away to provide for me and my siblings. She has a nick addiction and is a frequent drinker. Mom comes home most nights pissed off because of either work, her family, her BF, and even me and my siblings. Gets mad at me for not understanding something the first time and not getting things done the minute she says so. I know my mom loves me and wants the best for me, but the way she goes about it tends to be negative. There are days when she does act like a kind and caring mother, but those are far and few between. When she does and acts all affectionate towards me, it throws me off because I'm used to her being angry wrath woman. Have a sister who is a year older than me. She used to be a good kid and student, but is now a retarded narcissistic pothead addict party girl who doesn't do shit to help me out around the house. Her personality isn't all shit, she at least has some level of selflessness and empathy, even if it's very little. She has a job, but has a spending addiction and doesn't save her money. She doesn't have her shit together and is still unsure about her plans after high school. Have a little brother who is 4 years younger than me. He's not a horrible kid, but he's going through that teen phase in his life where he doesn't care much about anything except himself. He's also quite the troublemaker at school, disrupting his classmates and pissing off his teachers. He can be manipulative at times, but he's cooled it with the manipulation for a while. He wants to be in the NBA, which is very unrealistic. I don't smoke, drink, or do drugs because mom and sister have showed me how bad it is to be addicted to that shit. I plan to go into an apprenticeship after high school. I've got a job, and I'm saving money so after I complete the apprenticeship, I can move away from my family and move out of state. I'm the only one in my house that helps out besides my mom. Two halves. When I move out, things will probably go to shit, and my siblings will get kicked out for doing jack shit unless they manage step up after I leave. Any advice on what I should do to make sure my house doesn't go to shit after I leave? I feel sad that my family is dysfunctional as hell. 10 months ago. Be me. Had a panic attack from weed and had a very terrible headache. Goes away eventually. Got into a very bad fight and probably suffered neck damage. Went to her for piercing pain in head and had way too much painkillers and felt like an overdose. Passed out from that and woke up with internal tremor in leg and arm. Begin waking up earlier and earlier. Begin to use my mother's sleeping pills. Mirtazapine for like 2 weeks. One day woke up and felt something wrong. That night tried to sleep and couldn't. Went 3 days without sleep but did eventually. Set up appointment with doctors. Went through 11 different meds. Only Seroquel helps at 400 mgs. That's where I'm at now. I've had few tests but my doctor is pushing meds and nothing more. I need help. I've gone 11 days without sleep at one point and it's only going to get worse when the last meds I have begin to stop working. If you have any idea of what's wrong, please let me know. Be me. 21-year-old. Introverted person but like to hang out. Used to be shy as a kid. Got my act together and generally talk to people, even though I might come off as a shy person. I'm just minding my own business. Never had a GF. Asked a girl for her number once, got rejected, didn't feel ashamed or anything at the moment. The realization hit me on my way home. Set up a date with this one girl. She ghosted me. Didn't feel sad or anything, was just annoyed at wasting time like this and the fact that it was supposed to be my first date. Not sure should I count it as a date. I still feel like a pussy for some reason. I'm a direct person and like to joke a lot. I've been rejected multiple times. Not really afraid to talk to girls because I don't come in the conversation expecting to gain anything out of it. It's just some random anxiety that hits me after the event, as to say. It's like feeling of cringe afterwards. How do I deal with this shit? Is it just my natural shyness acting up? My ADHD? I don't take any medication because they are unavailable in my country. Be me. 14 years old girl, slightly retarded girl. Wait for your parents to pick you up at the public park after the English course. Some man sits next to you. Asks you to where is the army garrison. Tell him to where it is. He touches your thighs and asks you to where you live. Just tell him to city's name. Be terrified. Get up and walk with no destination. Wait for couple minutes at the bus stop. Your father comes. Don't tell anything about it to him. Never tell anyone about this incident besides some anonymous forum users. How do cope with being a sexual assault survivor? I'm genuinely in pain. I know it's hard for you guys, but please do not troll me. I need help at this moment. Be me. 16/17. Romantic who wanted to meet someone young and spend the rest of my life with them like my grandparents did. Become infatuated with girl. She rejects me and ends up dating my oldest friend. They're still dating to this day. It really fucks with me, but I manage to move on. Become obsessed with another girl, but get rejected and move on x3. These supremely fuck with me. Another girl who I actually had a chance with and grew to really want to be with in a way unlike the others. There's a lot more with this girl, but it's a whole other thing. Ends up dating one of my closest friends, and they're still together today. All my friends have been in a relationship and I barely had my first kiss when I was drunk once at a party. Part 1. Be me, 12 years old. Find one of my dad's playboys. Masturbate. Holy shit, this is awesome. Make a hedonistic decision, masturbate as much as I can to maximize my own pleasure. Masturbate every single night for over 10 years. Later on learn that primates masturbate to signal to their bodies that they were unsuccessful at mating and are basically losers. Explains a lot about my life. Fuck me, I'm a gigantic goddamn idiot. Find out even later that my great uncle had a similar masturbation problem. The only stints in the last 10 years I had not masturbating were 6 months when I had a job and another separate 6 months while lifting. Oh god, what do? I don't want to die alone, anons. Maybe if I resume lifting and working I can make it. I did FAP once on that job and not so shortly afterward quit. It was a really fucking great job too. I probably need rehab or something. I really fucking miss morning wood, no homo. Be me, 20 meters living in dorms for second year in a row. Recently met a girl at a club activity. Turns out we live in the same building, so we walked back home together. Got a number. We hung out over the weekend and played some music. We both agreed to hang out another time, but we didn't put together many details. FFW2 today. Same club meeting this evening. We'll most likely have some alone time walking to and from. Not sure how exactly to bring up the question of dating. After brainstorming some activity ideas, I feel like it would be fun to check out the farmers market in our city. There's some artwork and other stuff that gets sold there, so we'd be looking at more than just produce. We could just walk around and talk too. Then if things go well, we could grab lunch or head back to one of our rooms. My plan right now is to bring up the farmers market idea, then follow up with do you want to make it a date? It almost feels a little too straightforward, but I figure that's what women want to hear. Any other ideas on how to approach this? And if the farmers market idea sounds like it sucks, feel free to drop something else too. Be me. 14yo with like 2 friends. Entire personality is irony. Everything you say is buried under so many layers. You start to lose your sense of self and have no clue what you really believe or mean when you say things. You have no identity left. You start experiencing delusions and hallucinating, and it worsens from your medication. Your friends are assholes. Kek, I want a KMS. How do I fix this, anons? How to let it go. Be me. No friends, that's okay, I don't need any really. Go in and out of some online communities. Best ones are filled with people that I consider evil. I am evil myself to some extent, but I want to change. Leave them. Go back. Repeat. I already have come to terms to myself. Yes, I do like their company to some extent. Yes, I do miss them from time to time, but I gotta go, and hopefully one time never come back. It sucks because it's not like they like me too, and even if they did, they are people I don't want near me, but I still miss them. How do I just forget them and move on?